The only thing better than making maps is having a champion to guide you. Hey everyone, it's Kylie here at Games Unlimited, and this week I want to talk to you about Cartographers Heroes. This is the standalone expansion to one of the best flip and write games I've ever played. Cartographers is something that we did virtual Zoom sessions of during lockdown. It was a ton of fun, and now we've got the standalone expansion Heroes. So first let me tell you a little bit about what Cartographers does. Cartographers is a game where you get to make a map of a fantasy realm. So everyone's going to start with a grid. It's going to have some mountains in there. It's going to have some ruins already pre-printed on the map. But ultimately, you're going to be building this map to your specifications. We're going to flip a card, and it will say, make this particular tetromino shape. Draw it on your map and fill it with either forests or cities, for example. Or it might want you to fill it with lakes and rivers. Or it might want you to fill it with fields. There's a few different things, different landscape features that you're going to put on the map. And you'll always have a choice of either this shape with a couple of different types of terrain, or maybe it's a couple of different shapes, but it has to be one particular terrain. So you're filling in this map to meet the Queen's specifications. So every game, there's going to be a different set of scoring guides. So it might say that you are going to score the second largest city that you build. So you want to build at least 2 cities, have them of roughly equal size, because your second largest one is going to get you points at the end of the game. Or maybe you're going to get points for fields that are not touching rivers and vice versa. Maybe you want to fill in a contiguous area, like a square area. The larger that square can be with no empty spots in it, the more points you get. What's really fascinating about Cartographers is that each of those point scoring things is going to happen twice during the game. So the game plays out over 4 rounds, and depending on the order that things come up, you'll be able to see it from the beginning of the game. You might score cities the 2nd and 3rd rounds, or the 1st and 4th rounds, or the 3rd and 4th rounds. So you always have to make this decision of, if I'm going for cities, when is it going to score? Has it already scored once? Maybe I don't want to build them up too much. Do I want to go for something that's going to score this round, or build up something that's going to score in later rounds? So that's how Cartographers works. Plus, I didn't mention, and this is where Heroes comes in, but even in the base game of Cartographers, there is a little bit of player interaction, because when a monster card comes up, you actually have to give your sheet to the player on your left or your right, and they get to draw the shape for the monsters wherever they want on your board. And that's important because they can kind of mess with what you're doing, and also you lose points each round for empty areas adjacent to monsters. So you quickly want to try to fill those areas in so you're not going to lose points over the rest of the game. What Heroes does, Heroes takes that idea, but now you've got new scoring mechanisms. You still have the same basic types of terrain, and you can actually combine Heroes with the original Cartographers or play it standalone. But you've got new different ways of scoring. You've got new monsters that actually have effects, not just giving you negative points at the end, but do specific things at the end of each round to you. But to combat that, you've got these hero cards. So when a hero card is drawn, you get to draw a hero, and maybe it's an archer. They're going to target 3 spaces ahead of themselves and destroy all the monsters that are there. So if the monsters come up early, you can hope to get some heroes to help you destroy those monsters and fill in some other parts of your board while you do it. This is an absolutely fantastic roll and write, flip and write style game. Like many games of that type, you can play it solo, up to 50, 100, however many players you have. Everyone just needs a sheet and you can play this game. So we've had a blast. I'm excited that there's now a standalone expansion in the form of Heroes. Plus, I'll put a link, there's also map packs that are going to subtly change the game, give you more different landscapes to play on and give you some different things to do. So that's Cartographers Heroes. I'm Kylie at Games Unlimited. Come on down, pick up a copy, take it home, and unbox some fun.